So really, why do you need to warm up your voice anyway? Let's talk about it.
So today I'm going to speak about warming up. To my disappointment, I've had several students this week come in without being properly warmed up or even warmed up at all. And being warmed up is something people don't always really value or understand the importance of. So I thought this was a really good and important video to make. Imagine that you are in bed sleeping and suddenly you wake up and then you have to spring quickly into a 50-yard dash. You're not going to perform very well. And the same is true for vocal cords and singing. If you have not been singing and you're not warmed up, you are not going to suddenly be able to use your voice, your vocal cords, and all the muscles that you use when you sing to be able to perform and to sing the way you know you can. There is a quote that I often post in my studio by a tennis player by the name of Ivan Lendl. And his quote is that if I don't practice the way I know I should, then I won't play the way I know I can. And that is not just true of practice, but it's also true of warming up. If you don't warm up the way that you know you should, you are never going to sing and sound the way that you know you can. And who wants to sound less than they know they're capable of sounding, right? So warming up is really important. And it's the thing that is very disheartening when you try to sing and you're not warmed up. And many people don't understand why they were able to sing this just the other day and today they don't sound great and it doesn't sound good. Well, you're not warmed up or you're not warmed up enough. That's often the case. And that is something that leads me to my next point, which is the next question I get is, how long should I warm up? Well, unfortunately, you're going to hate this answer. It takes what it takes. It's going to take however long it's going to take for you to warm up. That's going to differ by the day, depending on what you've been encountering, what you've been dealing with. It may take you 3 times longer one day to warm up than it took you the day before. But being warmed up is all important to how you're going to sound. Now, how long that takes you not only is going to differ from day to day, but it also differs from person to person. If you have an 1.5 octave range, it's going to take you much shorter a period of time to warm up than someone who's got a 5-octave range and needs to warm up all 5 octaves from top to bottom and be able to access and use their full range of their voice. And of course you want to be able to do that. So if you're lucky enough to have 5 octaves, then unfortunately it's the good and the bad. The bad part is it's going to take you a lot longer to warm up your voice. Even on a good day where it might be shorter than other days, it's still going to take you a long time, and you really want to be prepared to devote yourself to warming up the whole voice so you can use it. All right. So personally, it takes me about 3.5 hours to sound my best. Now, I can hear the collective gasp already when I said that. 3.5 hours! Yes, it is that. We're talking about vocalizing for a good chunk of time. It may not take you that long. Some people can vocalize for 45 minutes, sound great, and go off and record or perform, and they sound great. For me, the average is usually about 3.5 hours. It could take me longer, it might take me less, but that's the average. And again, depending on your range, that's going to impact how long it's going to take you as well. Now, if you don't have the stamina to be able to vocalize for that long a period of time, it's something you're going to need to build up to. So I would say that you're going to want to vocalize for probably 30 or 40 minutes at a time, and then rest for 30 or 40 minutes, and then go back to it again. As you continue to do this, you're going to build up your stamina. You're going to be able to start vocalizing for longer and longer periods of time. Ultimately, your goal is to be able to vocalize for several hours at a shot without being tired or fatigued. If you can do that, it means that you can go and put on a concert or a show for several hours at a time. And remember, when you're performing and you're putting on a concert, you're not just vocalizing like you are at home. You are putting out a lot more energy. You might be dancing, jumping, but even if you're more of an Adele singer where you don't move around a lot, you're still going to be performing, which is going to take a lot more energy than just vocalizing. So that stamina and building that stamina is really very important. And it's something that you need to be able to build up to so that you can be sure to be able to do it. The more you sing, the better you're going to sound. And so if you've been away, taken some time off, taken a break from singing for any period of time, it's important to not only build up your stamina, but to get back to singing, to just build up your technique or your ability to execute your technique properly. So just like going to the gym, if you've been going to the gym, you're in great shape, you can do all kinds of terrific things in the gym. If you've taken a break from going to the gym and then you go back, everything is so much harder. The same thing applies to singing. So if you've been away from singing, you want to get back to singing, take breaks, build up your stamina, build up your physical condition to be able to sing, to be able to execute your technique properly. And that probably will happen within a few weeks if you were really a trained singer at some point and were really vocalizing regularly. It shouldn't take you too much longer to get back in that shape again. Hopefully this has encouraged you and motivated you to warm up properly before you go to your lesson, before you rehearse, before you practice, definitely before you perform and before you record, and to give it a really good, solid period of time so that you really sound your best. If this has been helpful, please like the video. Please share it with your friends. Comment if you have something to say on it. I'm always eager to hear what people have to say. You can like us on Facebook at Bang On Record. It's Facebook.com/bangonrecords.com. YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's YouTube/bangonrecords.com. And go to our website, and you can see prior videos at our blog page on bangonrecords.com. I look forward to hearing from you and hearing you, all warmed up. All right, see you next time. Bye.